Hello everybody, this is going to be episode 4 for our Legendary Beastmen campaign for Total War Warhammer. I'm the Strategy Professor. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is a pure campaign, which means there's no auto-resolve abuse, there's no assassinating wards on the campaign map, and there's no other shenanigans that otherwise give us what I would consider to be an unfair advantage over the AI. I think this makes for a much better playing experience and a much better viewing experience, and I hope you'll agree. Okay. Grab the time here real quick. So I've been trying to crank out these Beastmen episodes. I was working all day yesterday to practice so that I could give you some high quality content. And I stayed up most of the night trying to get you guys a ton of content. And I ended up falling asleep. So waking back up, refreshed in the afternoon here. And trying to pick up where we left off. So, because I don't want to release these episodes unless I get 8 to 10 good, solid episodes in so that I know it's going to be a good campaign. I don't want to release something like the first episode, for example, if, you know, I'm going to get wiped out on the 5th episode. Or, for instance, if my mic is not working or something like that, or OBS is, the software is malfunctioning or whatever. So I just want to make sure I have at least 8 good, polished episodes for you before I release the first one. Okay, so this is an early game defining moment here. Where we left off last time, I have Estalia was coming up to attack me, and they were trying to sandwich me with Bretonia. I tried to move into Estalia. They ran away. Now Bretonia is stalking me up here. I'm bleeding money every turn. So I need to be able to kill things to keep up with the money, right? It's very, very dangerous to run up here, though. Especially this early in the campaign, because you can just very easily get surrounded by all of these aggressors. So you have to be very careful. Now I used my Minotaur to come down here and scout this out because I wasn't sure if this person was in ambush stance or not. They were just out of my sight range. And
absolutely not.
If I were to get ambushed by a 20 stack with this many archers, it would be terrible, because they would get perfect positioning on me, and I would almost certainly lose that battle and the campaign as a result. So, had to be careful there. But what this means is that I can't immediately fight these guys, because they're just barely out of range. They're barely out of engage range right here. Yeah. This guy even had an extra 8% campaign line of sight. Let me just assign some weapons here, just in case. Extra weapon strength. Sure. I think I just picked these up last turn, maybe. So I definitely should have assigned that. I wasn't keeping up with it. It was really late at night. I just assumed that weapon went on somebody, but it did not. Okay. So I have a couple of options here. I would like, and remember with the moon, we get 100% replenishment at the end of this turn. So any units that we lose here, we will automatically get replenished. So we definitely want to get in a massive fight. Ideally one that we just kind of barely win. We're able to wipe out one of these armies. So I want to try to underground path, beast path, and bait a fight. Now I'm not sure if anyone's going to take me up on this. The question is, which one am I more likely to win? This one has a 20 stack. It has pistoliers, which are very annoying, but I'm ready for the pistoliers. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Angor Raiders, so I should be able to shatter these pistoliers. But the problem is, if I had the Minotaur here, the Minotaur Lord, I think I could definitely beat this, because I would have enough to tank these swordsmen and spearmen while I cleaned them up with the rest of my army. And as it stands, these guys are not very good at holding the line and tanking things for very long. Like, you can get in there and kind of fight, but they're going to get torn up by swordsmen. Even with my extra melee attack and charge. So it's problematic. Now, I could send in some of these raiders to try to tank as well. They're not nearly as good at it because they have a lot less health. Minotaurs can tank some. They don't have a ton of armor. He's just going to have to face tank a lot of things. I think what I could do if I do this fight is sort of cut off the map a little bit and try to fight in a corner, and maybe use... I could potentially use the stalk ability here to hide some units. I don't really know. What I need to do, though, is just try to figure out some way to hold the line with only 6 infantry units against their, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 infantry units, 13 infantry units. I mean, yes, I do have 7 ranged units. Well, I guess I have 8 infantry units. So there's 7, so it's very close. It's very close. They're gonna have, you know, probably 5, 6, 7, 8 range units against my 7. Now mine are very good against cavaliers. So this is an option. It's a really tough option. This one is probably a little bit better. Oops, not that. It's very difficult to say. Mounted yeoman armor. Because archers are very good against horses. Now these guys do have pretty high armor. And their infantry's kind of scary because they have a ton of halberds. So that means the Minotaurs are really going to get wrecked if I run the halberds in there. Most importantly, they have a trebuchet. I don't have a good way to get to that or kill that. Like, if I had the Minotaur with these people, I wouldn't even hesitate. I would definitely fight them. But because I don't have the Minotaur, it's very, very dangerous. And the problem with this is if I attack them, they might have a supplemental army here that could come in and attack me next turn. So they could have, I don't remember how many units it had, it could have up to 6 or 7 units, and so if I fight this and get banged up, I don't think I'm going to heal until the start of my next turn. So that means if I just get, you know, almost totally wiped out, I'm not going to be able to do it. So what I think my best option would be is I'm going to try to hand off some units here. See if I can hand off 3 units. If I can, then I'm going to try to bait this and fight this. If I can't hand off units without losing a ton of bestial rage, then I won't do it, and we'll just come down here and just try to back this guy into a corner, and then I can have the Minotaur rejoin and just get the backup from this unit. So I know I feel like that's kind of chickening out, but I just really can't lose this campaign, guys. I need to get the content out there. I don't want to keep people waiting. And it's just way too risky to do a 16 on 20 right now as it stands, because the Beastmen just are not good at holding the line. I just don't have a strong infantry line, at least not yet. You know, they're probably going to get better at it once we get up here to the Beastmen-herd. They could probably do a decent job of holding the line, but everything else, not really helping out. That's not the Beastman style. I need to have superior numbers, or at least a flank advantage most of the time, to get a good fight in. Usually this is way too many archers, but I really want to counter pistoliers hardcore in the early game. Okay, let's try it out. Now it's not warning me, which is curious. Because in the past, it has said, whenever I try to exchange units, it said something to the effect of, you know, if you exchange units, then you could lose some of your WA power. So let's go ahead and do it. If I can get to 19, I think I can fight. These things are pretty decent. Okay, so did it cost me any WA? Let me see. No, it did not. Now the question is, it took a little bit of move speed. Will it let me still use the beast path? It will. Now I'm not going to be able to get as close as I was before, but I think that's close enough to where they could still engage me if they wanted to. I'm not sure of the engagement range of the beast path. I think it's further than their zone of control. I think it's a little bit outside of it. Okay, so hand these off. Let's just see what we get here. Okay, we're gonna try it out. So you can still move if you hand off units if you've used a little bit of your movement range, but you're gonna lose a pretty significant amount off of your beast paths. That's a pretty good chunk there. Like, that's more than this movement would suggest, I think. So it's not like you can run someone full length, hand off units, and then use a full length beast path. No, I thought they just rebuilt Tabaro. Am I going crazy? I could have sworn last turn I checked and they had rebuilt Tabaro and now it's burned again. How does that work? Still a beast path thing. Are they at war with another beast faction? No, just me. Okay, maybe I was going crazy. Maybe it was getting late at night, but I could have sworn that Tabaro, someone had rebuilt it. Maybe that was in a different campaign. Okay, let's try it out. I'm just stalling because I'm very scared. But 19 on 20, I feel a little bit more comfortable. Okay, they didn't bite. Alright, so I definitely want to put this guy back with them. Where's my... This is such a game of inches. I really want to be able to raid. Or just do something productive this turn. I can barely attack him this turn. So what I'm thinking is, if I step over here and raid, he's going to try to attack me, and I should be able to run off into the shadows down here. And he's not going to be able to chase me. I should be able to run at least this far, and there's no way with his normal movement speed he can run that far, I don't think. It's a dangerous play, but I think I'll be okay. I mean, I guess if he comes at me from, like, a weird angle, he might be able to push me into the wall here. Let me just see. This is my best bet for saving movement. Okay, I think I can do this. It's super dangerous, but I just want to be able to get a little bit of cash.
You dishonor me.
Okay, so 7. Yeah, so I was right. So they can get up to 10 next turn if they're mustering. So I think he's going to be able to attack me, but I think if I run, I should be able to run out of his re-engage range. And then he might be in range for me to re-attack him next turn, so... Only 20 gold from raiding, but at least I get some bestial rage, I guess. Well, I guess it's better than nothing. I'm actually not even sure if that's worth the risk, honestly. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think it is. I don't think it's worth the risk. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll over closer to here. Like, I mean, 20 is not even worth thinking about. Let's put him with these guys. So I would have loved to have gotten a fight, but no one has taken me up on it. I've tried to bait them with this, and they just keep running from me because they're little cowards. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, usually... Now watch, as soon as this is done, then they'll pick a fight with me just so that I don't get this heal. That might be why they're running if they know I get the heal, but... I don't think so. There's no way they're that smart, right? And that's just so exploitative if they do that. Because then it's like every time you get a bonus, they're just going to run from it. I need like a cash bonus. I need just like lose massive growth, get massive cash, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. See what they do. They're going to run home. Okay, they're coming for me. Oh no! I forgot they control me like that. No! Oh my gosh. Okay, well they didn't have enough movement range to completely troll me. Okay, so decent bait. But of course now everyone's coming for me now that I don't get the movement bonus, so... Alright, you cowards. The time has come. Okay, so because they had to run around my zone of control, like this way, then they didn't have enough movement to chase me, which is great. Now, my one saving grace here is that I should be able to get a full beast meter, and I really, really need that 20 stack right now. And the question becomes, do I reinforce with this army to get that extra lore, that extra fightiness, just to give me the extra, to use a greenskin's word, just to get that extra unit in here, because he's a very strong unit. And just risk not having enough Bestial Wrath? I think I do. I just want the Lord. I want to make sure I beat this and don't take as many casualties. Because if I get down to below 17 units, then I'm not going to get it anyways. So of course, now I can get the good fight, now that we've lost the healing. Whatever, at least I didn't die. That's a perk. So we're going to get in range here. We should be able to kill him off, I hope. Now if I come at him at an angle, I think I can push him into this wall. But I also don't want to get too cute with it, because I don't have a ton of movement speed left. So I want to go like right here. This is as good as it's going to get without wasting too much movement speed. So I think I go right here and attack him this way, and it should push him into this, because they run directly away from you. And if you're pinned against a shore and they can't get away, then I think they don't get to run and they die. So if I come at him this way, then he's probably going to get to run over here, and he's going to be super close to this guy. Now I could still chase him and kill him again. You know, if I do kill him twice, that gives me double the Bestial Rage though, I think. At least somewhat. Now if he runs out of range though, like if he runs to like right here, that'll be very, very annoying. I don't think he can run that far though. The question is, do I mind fighting this guy next turn?
I am a lord of Bretonia. Never.
We should get the Bray-herd at the end of the turn if we do this. I think now, remember, it looks like 21 units. Yes, of course I could beat this up, 21 on 16, but I don't know how banged up I'm going to be here. That's the question, because this is like a 20 stack and then another 20 stack right after that. This is just turn 6 too, ladies and gentlemen. This is not deep in the campaign at all. So when I was not exaggerating when I said that 4 20 stacks were bearing down on me, and I ended up having to fight 3 on the same turn. At the end turn, 3 different ones attacked me, and that's how I lost. On turn 7.
By Sigma, no!
Okay, so do I risk the extra movement speed and try to push him into this wall? Now I do have more movement speed than it suggests. It shows less here because I have to run around him, because I can't walk in a straight line. Now if I stay if I go to like here and then attack him, it's just a little bit of extra movement speed. It's like just this much, just to direct him into there, and that could save a lot of movement speed here. The question is, am I going to be able to run out of this anyways if I need to? And I think the answer is probably no. If I go in here, attack, and let's say Rosie scenario, he's pinned and he doesn't get to run, then I'm going to be here, and I'm probably going to be able to move to like here, and I think he can still engage that. I would have the option of running, though. He won't be able to re-engage if I run all the way down to here. Okay, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to pin him. It may not work, but I don't think either way it's going to make that much of a difference. I think in the best case scenario, I would be able to run if I have to. In the worst case scenario, I would have to fight, but I would have to fight anyways. Because if he runs all the way over here and I have to chase him all the way down, then I'm definitely going to have to fight. So I don't have a ton of options here. But I'm going to see if I can pin him. They've pinned me on the water before, and I've pinned enemies on the water before. And if you get pinned on the water, like if I were like right here, I know 100% if he was here and I fought him, he would die. But because he has this little bit of space, I think he might just get to run like into this corner. But that's still a win. That's still very close. Alright. And I don't want to risk running all the way around here and then trying to engage. I mean, I could, but then once again, he's 100% going to be able to fight me next turn, so I think I'm just going to risk it and go like here, and then try to pin. Now, I could also engage with this guy and 100% pin him if I go right here. But the risk is if I get an ambush battle, I'm not going to be able to set up the perfect ambush flank on this guy. But I probably don't want to do that anyways, frankly, because he has way better infantry than I do. So maybe that's the move. Maybe I engage with this guy, hoping to pin him against this shore. And then if I'm able to pin him, or at least make him run this way if he runs, and then that way I can chase him down and kill him over here, so that if I have to, I can get away from this guy.
Sigma
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. Okay, so let's do it. So even if I do get an ambush battle, and it's just this guy, I should still be able to gain control of the top of the hill, which is kind of what I want anyways with archers. I don't want to go for the flanks around. This is a really weird Beastman composition, but it's just really anti-pistolier. And they don't have a ton of pistoliers. They're just kind of trolling me with this army, but you can't be prepared for everything. Okay, let's do it. Sorry I'm talking a lot, but these are big decisions. Like, if I mess this up, I could lose another campaign, and I really don't want to do that. I really need to get this content out. Alright, let's do it. It's ambush? It says an ambush. Okay, so this means I think I should be able to gain control of the top of this hill. Even though, like I said, I can't get really good flanks and surround this guy. It's not... I don't want to flank and surround him anyways, because he has infantry superiority, as I described. I really just want to get to the top of the hill and, you know, just rain arrows down on him. That's what I would love to happen here. And get good flank shots in. These guys should be able to tank for a while. Okay, let's do it. So, the name of our game plan is just to meet my supporting army at the top of the hill, try to keep the top of the hill as our place, and yeah, and then just rain arrows down on them as much as we can. Now they're going to try to run at us, and they're going to shoot us with their own arrows, but I think we can just rain and get a lot of work done. And we want to aim for the spearmen with the arrows. Now, yes, these guys do have much higher melee attack, but spearmen don't have shields, which means they're going to be taking 30% more damage than these guys would take. So we definitely want to aim for the spearmen. Also, that'll free up space for our Minotaurs to go in without having to worry about spearmen, because you do not want to send the Minotaurs and the spearmen. Yes, the Minotaurs can still crush them one-on-one, but, you know, it's a big problem. I'm not even sure if they can crush legendary spearmen one-on-one. It'd be close. I think they definitely can't take 2 units of spearmen. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get in there. Now, if it gives us the narrow map that it usually does for the ambush, yeah, it's the same narrow map, I think. Yeah. So this guy's going to be the primary beneficiary. The one that engaged is going to get the most bestial wrath, I think. But at this point, I mean, I want the bonus herd, but I also just want to win this fight. If I'm able to wipe these guys out, then I can go down there and take their core town and get a lot of money out of that too. Whoa, what? What? Every single time I've done this before, the reinforcements come from up here. Are you kidding me? They come from right here. I guess they could potentially come from here. I guess, because that's what's happening. Where's the edge of the map? It's over here. Okay, so they're going to troll me by starting in the very edge of the map. Gosh. My units are split up. This is not what I want. So they're going to be able to get high ground on me, potentially. So where do I go? God, this is bad. I think we can still win, but holy cow. Actually, no, when I come in, I'll still have high ground right here. I'll still have high ground, so it's not the end of the world. I think. I mean, these units coming down will have high ground on me, but I will have high ground on these units. How much armor? This guy has 100 armor, so he can face tank some stuff, for sure. Maybe I just put him over here and just run out of these woods and try to tie up. I don't think I'm going to be able to tie up the pistoliers. They're probably going to run from me. But I can tie up these crossbowmen. I mean, I might be able to catch the pistoliers. I need to use him immediately, though. Like, I can't hide or they risk, like, surrounding me. So, if I fight these guys over here... then I'm at least going to distract them. And they'll start coming down this way, hopefully with their army. And then I can just kind of... get them right here and fight them. Now the spears are here. A lot of their units are going to get this uphill advantage though, which I don't like. I was really, really hoping that my units would come in up here so that I could at least get a decisive uphill advantage on them. Well, that's just not what we're going to get. We're getting trolled with the reinforcements, so... This is the danger. Like, you really don't want to have your big army be the reinforcements here. The only reason that I did this is because I'm hoping that they won't be able to run, or if they run, it's at least in a favorable direction. So that if I take a lot of casualties here, then I may not have to fight the Bretonnians next turn. I might be able to run out of range. Alright, so we're going to engage, and then I think just charge right here. I could also, like I said, charge the pistoliers. I mean, the pistoliers are the biggest threat by far. Maybe I start by charging the pistoliers. If they run, then I charge the crossbowmen. Because I need to kill the pistoliers if at all possible. And then I can use my ranged units to kill their ranged units. Just form a barrier here on this hill. I mean, even if they're coming this way, I think I might still have the hill advantage. If I have this little crevice up here, I might still have the hill advantage. If anything, at least they're not going to have it. If they're coming down this way directly on the line, they're still gonna be relatively even, I think. I think the most likely thing they are to do probably is to try to form up right here and deal with me. But I think this is my best bet. Go for the pistoliers as soon as possible. If they run, then go for these. The pistoliers are going to be shooting me in the back. That's going to be lame, but I just can't let them kite me over the whole map. So I'm just going to run in here, try to kill these people, and then get back together with the rest of my group. What they'll probably do is send these spearmen over here and try to tie me up. I hope the pistoliers stay in combat. No, they're running. Alright, at least I can get their people. Actually, no. Make them come to me. Stop. Fight me, fight me, fight me. Yes, 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 fight, fight, fight. Okay, sweet. I don't care if he gets surrounded. Alright, send one unit over here. Whoa, what are you guys doing? Don't attack, like, automatically. Well, what are they doing? Why are they just auto-attacking? Shoot them. Okay, so I might be able to get over here. This is what I want. Yeah, just shoot them while they're all confused right here. We'll just put all these guys together, and this guy. We'll put them all in the same group here, and then we'll put these guys all in the same group. Make these guys part of group 2. Yeah, so I just want to completely mow these guys down. Form a lineup here. Okay, so this should be a pretty good fight here. Okay, so they don't have spearmen over here, so I can definitely charge here. Okay, so they're running away. I think I've dominated them pretty hard. Oh, get my Minotaur guy down here. He's the most important one. Get down here. Oh, he's down here too. Jeez, get in here, guys. I can't see who's in melee or not, but let's just go ahead and shoot at these guys then. That should be fine. These guys are in combat. I can't tell if they are or not. These guys are in combat. I need to back them up. Trying to get over here, fight. So we should be able to shoot all these guys in the back, I'm hoping. My main guy over here is still doing well. He's still kiting. I need to come over here and fight. Get these Minotaurs. How are these Minotaurs losing so badly? Oh, they're in some spear units. Let's get over here and get some shots in. Go ahead and shoot on these guys. Alright, let's get down here and just finish these guys off. Okay, my guy broke the line over here, so that's good. So he's over on their archers. Alright, I have to send this guy after them. These pistoliers are just really aggravating. Alright, let's get down here. Get into the fight. These guys are getting into my archers a little bit, but that's okay. Who's fighting here? Okay, he's fighting them. Who's this guy? Okay, he's getting kind of hurt, so I need to back him over, I think. Let's go and just charge these guys in the back. Yeah, these guys have rallied and they're like hiding behind a tree shooting at me. Okay, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all. I need to kill as many as I possibly can. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. This is just a weird composition, as I said. Now, they didn't... and of course, I don't get to heal. Like, if I had been able to do this last turn, I would have gotten 100% heal on everybody. But I hope this is good enough. Run over here, guys. Run, 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 run. We need to... This is so juicy. Like, we have to kill that. It's going to help us get more Bestial Wrath. It's just... We need this. We really need it. How close are we? This is such a narrow map that you just really can't clean people up that easily. Which is annoying. Okay, these guys are actually getting a charge a little bit, but they're still going to be tired. Come on, baby, run. So if you're uphill, it's a little bit better firing into your own units. It's better than it is if you're not uphill, is what I mean to say. It's still not good, but it's better than it is. So you can't really run people down on this map. It's just aggravating, but hopefully they all die. If they don't, I should be able to re-engage, and that would definitely put me over the top. So I think the ambush was still advantageous, even though it was kind of weird. We killed 1.5 of their units. Or 1.5 times what they killed of ours. And they had more deployed. And they have legendary stats, so I'm okay with that. Who killed the most? Actually, these swordsmen killed a lot. We were able to neutralize these pistoliers really well, because he spent most of the time shooting at my lord. They don't have very good penetration at all. Okay, so feeding the beast here. How much am I going to get? Okay, this guy's going to get plus 11. I don't care about him. I care about this guy. He's getting almost nothing because he has the casualties, right? He's going to get nothing. I really can't afford -10. I could go unit replenishment. I really need this cash. Oh, they make it so hard. I could hand off all my units to this guy if I take the cash, but it's going to give me a huge penalty if I do that. Now, he didn't die in front of me, so I assume he might get to run. I really need this extra 20 stack. So if he runs, and I get to fight again... If he runs and I get to fight again, and I don't have as many casualties, especially if I can solo fight, and just auto-resolve this, because I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to do at this point, because they have like half of their army. We just destroyed them when they had a full army. Then that would actually give me full battle wrath, I think, if I don't take any more casualties. So it should give... I'm hoping battles won... It might depend on how many units you kill. Battles won plus 11. So if I don't take any more casualties and I win one more battle and I get plus 10, which is kind of a stretch. I don't know if I can count on that. I'll get plus 10. Wait, their math is wonky here. Because it says, Battle 1, 11, Casualties 9, Animosity 1, Change per turn 0. How am I taking a -1 hit to it? I don't get it. That's a really juicy replenishment. And I really need to get a 20 stack going, just so that I can whittle down some of these Bretonnians. But the cash is obviously super strong right now because I'm bleeding cash every turn. So you don't have to make these choices, Chaos. You know, you don't have this bestial rage. That's what's so hard about it, is that I really need the cash because, you know, I'm a Horde faction and I'm almost always going to be losing cash. But at the same time, I really need bestial rage to try to get this up. This is a very, very challenging strategic choice that you have to make constantly. And it has very serious consequences either way. And you just don't have to do that as chaos. There's no penalty for just taking the money on a fight. At least not that I can remember. Certainly not something as challenging as this to choose from. So you just like always take the money. But this is like, probably want to take the money, but I desperately need this backup so that I can take Bretonnia. Because they very well could soon have 2 20 stacks. They're sitting over there mustering and they already have 1 20 stack. Or they already have a 16 stack rather. How'd these guys do? Okay, so 87, 57, 66, 50, 49, 88. They did pretty well. These guys actually did pretty well too. Everybody did a nice job that time. He did. I think he was fighting their lord most of the time though, to be fair. Gosh, this is so hard. Eat captives, that's obviously super helpful. You get instant replenishment. It doesn't wait until the end of your turn. So this means that, you know, if I have to fight Bretonnia, I could do it instantly. I mean, that cash is an extra, you know, 33% to my total coffers right now. Something like that. I think the real question is if I want to eat, if I fight one more fight, if they're able to run, which it looks like they probably will be, will I be able to get to an extra plus 10 if I run them down and fight them? Take the negative 10. It'll drop me down to 60 Bestial Wrath. Now I will have an option to do the moon thing here in a little bit. So in hindsight, I should have taken the moon bargain, right? Like I should have paid a little bit more for my units and made sure that I got the Bestial Wrath. I was thinking I was going to get a fight, but both of these armies ran from me. Or positioned themselves so I couldn't engage them when I had the full moon. So I should have taken the extra Bestial Wrath to make sure I get the bonus army. I think I just have to take the cash. I do need the extra Bestial Wrath. Of course I do. But I just really, really need money. Because I'm 4 turns from bleeding out. And if the Bretonnians run, I could be in big trouble. I mean, I can always reduce units. That's another tension. You always want to have 17 units in a stack so that you get the potential for a Bray-herd. So it entices you to go into the red pretty heavily early on. Now I can get rid of a couple of these units to save some cash because I have a 20 stack right now, so I could get rid of up to 3 of these to save some money. God, it's so tough. It is so hard. I guess I'm gonna go. I really need that Bray-herd. I really need the Bray-herd. I'm just gonna go devour captives and just hope that if I fight him again, that I'm gonna be able to get up to here. I could also just hold out for the full moon though, which is gonna be in like 5 turns, and maybe get the extra Bestial Wrath there. Now I can go down and take out his town here in a little bit too, his capital, and that should give me enough. And I'm going to need units to do that. So maybe I'm just going to do the replenishment. Okay, I'm doing it. I just have to click something. It's such a hard choice. Filth Mace. Oh, poison. Sweet. So you cause terror and poison. Wow, that is nice. Oh, it's just a cooldown, though. Oh, nasty. I thought it would be all the time. I mean, I don't think it'd be too powerful if it was all the time. I mean, maybe the extra 22% weapon damage puts it over the top, but... Melee attack plus 10, cool. Okay, so I still don't understand the math there, how 10 cancels out 11, but okay. And we did actually replenish some, for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and just fight and see what happens next. Now, we did level him up, and he is a huge, huge bonus. It goes from 5 to 10, and then to 15. Then to... It stays at 15. I really wish it would go to 20, but that might be overpowered. But anyways, we do get another extra 5 here. So that's super sweet. I need to position him more in the middle of my army. I think he was kind of in the middle for a while there. These guys are getting strong. He's leveled up too. Leader of the Raucous Host. And he's almost at Bray-herd territory. He will be next turn. But the problem is, I just don't have the units. And I think if I hand off my whole army to him, it's going to give me a huge penalty. But I should be able to run this guy down this turn. Now I can go for the solo kill and try to get more Bestial Wrath out of it. Or Bestial Rage. So if I go for the solo kill, will I get 10? That's the question. Or do I want the help from this guy? This guy's obviously very helpful. Like, because I need tanks. Like, I need things with armor that can sit there and soak damage. It also levels him up faster. Because if I get one more level, then, you know, it's just very helpful. Because I'm getting, like, one of the most powerful skills in my whole tree right here, right now. So, for this point in the game. I'm going to go ahead and just combine these guys. So to help or not to help, I think I'm going to go for the help.
No.
And I'm going to go for the help just to make sure that I clean this up. 'Cause that's the most important thing, is just to make sure I win the battle. Just so many decisions, you guys. Like, it's so, guys and gals, it's so easy to get greedy with so many different choices that you have here. But I'm telling you right now, don't play around. Like, I'm going to have to get greedy a little bit eventually. But for now, just don't even mess with it. I want the maximum move speed. Or, like, use the minimum move speed to get here so I have the maximum left. I think it's right here. Like, right here. Oh, a little bit more than that. I have to actually get on the edge. A little bit more than that, come on. He's too fat. Okay, here we go. Look at all that fat on him. He's a. I was gonna say he's a beast, but that's a little too far. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so if I actually get the ambush battle here, I will get good positioning. So he did get to run, even though he was technically pinned on the shore. I think he was right here. He still got to run out of it. Kind of sleazy, but that's okay. We will get some more Bestial Wrath out of it, at least. Yeah, I mean, we don't have this dominated enough to where I can afford not to have help from something with 100 armor here. Okay, so we're not going to get the ambush because we've already ambushed him once. Now let's fight it. Now, I could auto-resolve it once again, but I always risk losing more than it says I'm going to lose. So, I'm going to fight it. I mean, their units are hurt, but they still have a lot of units. So, I'm still going to fight it. How are we looking on time here? I know I wrote it down. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. Did I not? Where's my sheet of paper? Maybe I didn't write it down. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of the episode, though. I just want to get one more fight in there. Hopefully we're not too far over. Now, I would love for them to come to me here. I haven't spent a lot of time over in Bretonnian lands, and they're beautiful, and they're awesome, but they are... It seems like there's a heavy potential for imbalance, depending on who gets hills on certain matchups. Because hills play a massive role in who's going to win the fight. Put him over here. Just going to put our big monster units together. So that replenishment was pretty cool. Okay, so I have range superiority, so I clearly want to try to use that if they come at me. I'm not entirely sure that they will. Now, these guys do have stalk also, which means they won't be able to see me until I move. I can put everyone else in the trees here. And everything can hide in the woods, even my kind of big units. Alright, let's see what they do. I suspect they're just going to sit there and make me come to them. Yeah, at least I'm going to get my reinforcements. Okay, so how am I going to deal with this? I mean, like, there's no way to get to them without going up that hill. So I guess I can set up on this hill, try to pull them down here into this gully, and then shoot at them from the top of this hill. Oh, there's no timer on this fight. What? That's weird. I don't know if I can run in stalk mode or not. We'll see if they spot me. Let's go ahead and run over here. What I would love to do is have them not know where I am. Because right now I'm technically invisible to them because I'm in stalk, and it hasn't said I'm revealed yet. So you can run in stalk mode, it looks like. So you don't have to just walk. In Forest a lot of time you need to walk or you'll get detected if you run. In stalk mode you can run. Now they can see these guys, obviously, but they won't see my other units running beside them. I mean, that could have cool implications for multiplayer. Alright, we'll go ahead and fast forward this. I think they're going to let me get the position that I want. So I'm not going to fight him on that hill. There's no way I'm fighting him on that hill. I'm still fresh after all that running, so that's pretty good. Are they actually considering coming for me? Alright. They're gonna run up here with one archer. And I really want to be able to get like a lot of shots in on them, ideally. Now their range is not very far, which is, you know, kind of bad, but so I'm hoping I can pull them down off of this hill. It's dangerous. I could lose these guys, but it's just one battalion of archers, so let's speed this up. But I've got to pull them. Like, there's no way I can charge up this hill at them. Pistoliers might run me down. Definitely a consideration, but alright, go, go. Run, 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 run. Are you guys trolling me? Like, come on. Chase me. Oh, come on, you trolls. Guys, run. Like, do not pass go. Run. Jeez, so they're trolling me, so no one's coming down off of this mountain. And they're just gonna run me down. And now they're gonna run back up there and join their comrades. Like, what? Trolls? I mean, yeah, it's smart, but, like, come on. They have so many AI advantages. You're really just gonna sit there and just wait on me to come up this hill. It's so troll. I mean, I guess I could come up this way, potentially. Now, if I have my whole force here, though, I might be able to kite them back. I took a bunch of free deaths there. Obviously not awesome, but I was hoping I could at least pull the entire army to come down off the hill. Now, they're not going to be able to sit there. Now watch it. As soon as I come up here and shoot them, the entire army is going to come at me. And I'm going to be out of position, and I'm going to have to run most of the time. I mean, what I could do, I guess, is just send, like, 4 units here. So have 2 of them over here to shoot more when they come running down. Have these 2. Have these shoot and kite. Now these range units here are going to be able to rain down on me, and they're going to have much better range than I have. Let me just try to get a shot in here on them. Now, if the entire army doesn't come off of this, I'm going to be mad. Okay, here we go. Now the entire army's coming. Okay. You just have to present enough of a threat. Now they're going to get a couple of free shots in here with their crossbowmen. I could try to snipe out their lord here. I think I'd rather just shoot at spearmen. Yeah, that's fine. Just anything you can shoot is good. Run. Get him off this hill. I'd love to get just like a decisive hill advantage right here if I can. Guys, run. Okay, so they are splitting up here. Alright, we're going. Guys, run. Why are you, like, kiting that way? Alright, let's see here. Everybody should be running. I need to come up here and stop this. I obviously don't like charging in with spearmen versus these range units, but someone has to get up here and deal with them. They're kind of readjusting a little bit, so... Yeah, they're firing down into my back, so I have to stop that somehow. Kill as many as we can. Alright, where's the Lord? Kill him, kill him, kill him. No, 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 no.
The gods have abandoned us.
Undoors. Kasla. Bray-herd.
I really wish I had the vigor here so that I could definitely run up this hill. But hey guys, run. We need to make sure this lord dies 100%. Okay, got him. Wounded. Okay, because that's their legendary lord. Even better, hopefully he has good items. We'll see. Nobody got that dinged up here. Some of these guys did, but they're okay. Yeah, run them down. We're just kind of hanging out. We're not really chasing anybody at this point. Let me just see, because these guys are getting a couple extra kills. Like, they're tired, obviously, but they're still getting some kills. The humans are more tired. So let's go ahead and triple speed this. Let me see if we got bonus movement in the woods or something. Anywhere else I can go? Kill this guy. We're coming for you, boy. Because when I'm in my exhausted state, I'm faster than they are when they're in their exhausted state, so... Oh gosh, that'd be so scary if you heard these guys running through the woods. Got him. Got him, coach. Okay. So we won, but I still think we lost more than it was saying we were going to lose. Yeah, we just got 2-1 on them, basically, so we lost half as many as they did. So we should have had about a 66% chance to win, instead of a whatever chance they gave us. 90% or something. I mean, there's just no way. Like, they have hill advantage and legendary stats. Like, I'm going to have to take casualties to pull them off that hill. How close are we? Did we get it? It's... Yeah, this is the guy that matters. 13. Sweet. So we are going to get it next turn, I think. And this guy's definitely way up there. Plus 15% to assigned unit. Sure, let's put it on him. Okay, sweet. So, I obviously really want the cash, but at the same time, you know, I really want that Bray-herd. This should have killed everybody. I mean, he didn't fall down dead, so there's a chance he can just run. And one more time. I guess I could kill him again and get even more Bestial Wrath. 2%'s not that much. I don't want to do this. How many? I would lose 10. That would mean I wouldn't get it this turn. I absolutely need that 20 stack this turn. Let's just go kill captives. It'll just give us a little bit more morale. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It lasts for 5 turns, so it's pretty decent. Yeah, so this is the second time he's been able to run in the same turn. Yes, this is just when they're near the steam vent, it just creates this kind of optical illusion that there's more than one unit there. Which is okay, it just looks a little wonky. This also looks a little wonky if you ever noticed this. And if you hadn't noticed it, I'm sorry if I pointed it out to you and it just like ruined your day. But Potion of Strength, okay. Banner, like this ocean out here, and maybe this has always been this way. I've never been on this side of the world, as I've said before with my other campaigns, but it's just like this shelf here is just kind of like blocky and weird. I mean, obviously they don't want you to go out there. It's like deep sea or something. Maybe they'll put other factions out here eventually, or another continent or something. I don't know. But anyways, okay, so we should get a Bray-herd. We can actually chase him down and kill him one more time.
I will not obey.
Let's go ahead and finish this up. We'll do that. We'll auto-resolve that one. What do we have here? Assigned speed. Who do I want to put that on? I guess on the other lord is fine. I could put it on Khazrak. I guess I'll put it on Khazrak. So we'll just switch it and put it on this guy. Okay, sweet. Raucous Host, definitely. Very nice. The bull didn't get a level up, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. This guy's just waiting for a huge handoff. So hopefully we can still keep him topped off. And then eventually maybe hand off enough units. I mean, I know he's going to take a penalty for that. But we might be able to fight through that penalty. We'll see.
No.
We'll see. But, okay, let's go ahead and level him up. Raucous Host. Nothing to see here. Alright, so let's go ahead and clean this up. Ambush. Okay, so you still do have a chance to ambush even if you've already fought him once or twice a turn. That's interesting. We're just going to auto-resolve this one. $100 for 1 rage. Or replenishment 1%. I mean, the replenishment's almost worth it at this point. 1% replenishment's not a lot, but it is something. I mean, getting 100 is fine too. 100 extra gold. I think I'll just do the 100 for 1 is a pretty good rate. So I did level up again. I mean, I guess when I'm chasing them, if I have nothing better to do, at least I gain levels off of it, so that's cool. I mean, I'm not deliberately trying to farm this for levels. It's annoying that I have to chase them down, but... Okay, now we can start getting blessed by evil. You see what cutting. Oh, I don't remember seeing this before on him. Chance of spotting nearby foreign armies, 7%. Ambush chance. Now, ambushes are actually quite important. Ambush chance is low. Now, I wonder if you don't have the ambush chance, if you can back up, like run away, and then try to ambush again. I think I would imagine they would balance that to where they see you if you try to ambush them. Extra 9 leadership is quite... Well, you have to get 3 points to get that. But I think for now, just saving the cash, getting blessed by evil, will be really nice. And then working our way eventually towards Lightning Strike and Children of Chaos. Because eventually we'll get some cash, I hope. Yeah, so we're just going to do Blessed by Evil. I mean, part of me really wants to do this Vigor Loss, but eventually I'm going to have to get up here. If I want any growth at all, I'm going to have to get Children of Chaos. So we're just going to do Blessed by Evil. We obviously need cash also. Oh, I do. Oh, he's already assigned. Okay. Now, I do actually have enough movement speed left to replenish and maybe build a building. I do have a little bit of disposable income. Now, I can put some of these together. I just need 17 units. So let's go ahead and... What are the expensive units? Are the archers? Oh, I didn't see how many they killed last major fight. I'll just assume it's a lot. Put them together, save some cash, and we can combine one more unit here. These probably make the most sense. I don't want to mess this up. Okay. Sweet. So now we should be able to come down here and take this place out, I think. Because they're not going to have an army. And then that means I'm much less likely to get backdoored right here. These guys could come down here and try to rain on my parade. We'll see. I think we can beat them, actually, if they come at us. Because we just got some really huge upgrades. We just finished up our Leader of the Raucous Host, and he just got his tier 3. So now we're getting plus what, 15 and 12, so that's 27 attack. We don't have these upgrades yet. But still, I think we're in a decent place. Now, I do want to get some replenishment here. How's the chaos in this province? Pretty good. So we should get some decent replenishment. So I do want to take advantage of this situation because he came up here and make him pay for it and kill this. This should be a really good sack. Now we're going to get that Bray-herd, and I think I'm going to send the Bray-herd to soften up these. You want to be careful with your herds that you don't ever send them to walled settlements. Because if you send them to walled settlements, then they'll sit there and they'll keep sieging it. But, I mean, I guess I could send them at this walled settlement, but it's going to take 12 or 13 turns of, you know, doing nothing, pretty much. And with the greenskins, you don't get the benefit. If they sack something or raise it or whatever, you don't get the money out of that. I'm not sure if that's the same with this or not, because this is a little different. The greenskins, you can hand off units. And it doesn't give you a penalty. With this, you cannot hand off units. They may have just changed that in this patch, like I said. I don't know if it's Beastward specific or if the greenskins also have that debuff now if you hand off units. It might be something that's new to this patch, but take a look at the buildings here. So I do have a little bit of spare change. Not a lot. What I can do is this. Minus 5% for Ungor units. So how much of my army is Ungor units? Basically everything. Let's see, so my army right now costs 2,400. This guy's 243, so that's, what, 480. This guy's 340. So 480 plus 340 is 820. So an extra 5% off. It is 1,600, so 5% off of that would be, I'd be saving about 75 or 80 gold per turn if I bought. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm zoning out there. If I buy this, it'll save me at least 80 per turn right now. Just from a cash perspective. So it'll take, what, 25 turns or something to be worth it. But it'll also give me access to these guys, which have stalk, which means I can get a pretty easy surround. They're also a little bit more combat effective, although not much, as we've seen before. 34, 22, 22, and they have spears. This is 34, 24, 25. So these are definitely more combat effective, but they also cost more cash. Now they do have a higher charge bonus of 25 versus 22. But we've done the song and dance before. They have higher leadership, but they cost like 50% more money. So maybe it's not worth it. I mean, they are better, but the main reason... How much better are these guys? Spearmen with shields. 34, 28, 22. Okay, so they get shields. They can block missile units. So they don't have stalk, though. They do have charge defense versus large. That's pretty good. Do these have charge defense? These have charge defense versus large, too. I think anything with spears will have that. I know we're over time. I'm sorry. I'm not sure how far we're over. I'll just decide in the next episode. Let me just go ahead and check the time. I'm pretty sure we're probably pretty far over. We've had 2 battles this episode. A lot. Yeah, we're way over. So sorry about that. That's going to be it for this episode. That's weird. I just clicked exit task manager and it brought me back into the game. It just wants me to keep playing. So sorry we're over. We did get a lot of really good fights. It was very close. Very, very challenging decisions there. I think our choices are going to pay off, though. So, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Watch the other episodes if you did. As I say at the end of every episode, anything you can do to help with the visibility of the channel, I greatly appreciate. So we can bring more fresh people in here to help enjoy the same kind of content that you're enjoying right now. So, like, subscribe, tell your friends, watch some more videos, comment on the videos. Anything you can do would just be really awesome. I greatly appreciate it. And just check out the other content as well, the League of Legends content and the educational content and the other legendary campaigns we have going on this channel. We have a ton of content. I usually release a lot of videos every day. I didn't release any yesterday because I spent all day playing Beast Lord to try to get you guys a bunch of videos. But today, hopefully, if this campaign keeps going well, crossing my fingers, I'll release like 15 videos today or something. I have some stockpiled week videos and a couple of videos from other campaigns. Okay. So, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure broadcasting for you. I had a great time. I hope you did as well, and I hope to see you next episode. Have a wonderful evening.